This is from the U.S. Sun. It says, End times creepy Dolly mini AI acts to predict last selfie taken on Earth, and it's horrifying. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And peace and blessings on all you brethren preaching this word in all sincerity and truth. To the 144,000 of the house of David, shalom. And the rest of the men, women, and children the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. Peace unto you. It's your brother Dalmar Gabari from JMS Los Angeles with another lesson. All right. And you see from this article, you know, there's a lot of these AI computers and programs that are, you know, they're being asked to predict, you know, what the end of the human race will look like, or the end of the future will look like. And in this case, this AI called Dolly gave an image. And, you know, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, you know, because it's basically showing you the end of Esau's world. Esau, Edom being the so-called white man. And one thing you notice in both of these pictures is that the people that they're showing, they look like what the scriptures explain or tell you are the so-called biblical Edomites, which is the white man. And this AI is basically showing you the end of the so-called white man's world, the end of this kingdom, the end of this age and rulership of it. And one thing that it shows you is that the so-called white man looking very bad, and his whole you know, country going up, his rulership going up in smoke and in flames, man. All right, so I'm just going to read a little bit of this article, and I'm going to show you the other image too, which is very disturbing. But, you know, all in all, you know, people are going to say what they want to say. But at the end, we know that prophecy details that America is going to go out in like fashion in a great fiery, you know, with great fire and with great smoke, man, which is, as we know, as the nuclear holocaust, you know, these ICBM missiles, which will be shot on Babylon the Great and will destroy this kingdom as we know it. The whole of America, all right, the whole of Babylon the Great will go out and fire, as the scriptures foretell. And this AI pretty much is showing you that same image. It says a TikTok account dedicated to asking artificial intelligence disturbing questions revealed what the Dolly mini AI thinks the last selfie on Earth would look like. It says, aptly named Robot Overlord, the TikTok account promises daily disturbing AI generated images. See, this is the one I was telling you about. Look at this one. Now look at this. What do you see? A disgusting, deformed, Edomite looking person with 4 fingers and all deformed and probably you know, mutated person taking a selfie with what look like tsunamis in the background, fire engulfing the whole country as they're taking a selfie as the world burns, man. And it looks like something that could look like an ICBM. It looks like a chariot flying in the sky, or a missile coming back down. You know, you can see in the background, kind of looks like the chariots, you know, as we know, which is all prophesied in the scriptures. But the main point being is that the AI predicted that the end is going to go out with flame and a devouring fire, man. All right. And you got this guy. Look, what do you see? The same thing. He look like he's been catching pure hell. And you basically just see the whole background up in fire and in smoke, man. You see the earth right there, you know, but you see another thing, and behind this guy above his head it looks like a chariot, man. But the main point being is that even AI is telling you that this place is going to end with fire and smell of smoke, man. You know, it says the account asks Dolly mini AI image generator to show what the last selfie ever taken will look like. Several images were produced, and they are not for the faint-hearted. Each AI generated image shows apocalyptic scenes. They all include mutilated humans holding phones as chaos ensues around them, bro. That's exactly out of the scriptures. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. You know, Revelations 18, which I'm going to read some, you know. But it's all showing you that apocalyptic scene, which is basically America being destroyed, man. It says the earth, but we know that, hey, that's dealing with Babylon the Great, dealing with America, man. And we know that America, the whole of America, will be burnt and judged and smoked. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse, I saw that 4. It says, I'll read that one. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. And that banner that we're lifting it up is the scriptures, the Bible, and the prophecies contained within it, which shows you that this place called Babylon, or the virgin daughter of Babylon, which is spiritually known as America, is going to go out in like fashion. It says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's dealing with the prophets. Every time we go out there on the highways and the byways and we do videos like this and we prophesy the end according to the Bible in the judgment of the Edomites, which is the so-called white man, according to what the prophecy says, that's us shaking the hand. That's us out there telling them, look, you're going to be judged. Yahweh Shai is coming back. Babylon the Great is the wicked, filthy, disgusting country. And that the judgment of it is going to be that the Lord is going to send the nuclear missiles on this place, and judgment and fire and brimstone. And now it has gone into the gates of these elites and into these nobles. Now they know that their end is nigh. It says, I had commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness, which is the angels, because they're going to come and they're going to get busy on this place. They're going to fire, concentrated celestial fire on Babylon the Great, on the militaries of all these different nations. Yahweh Shai is going to come and judge and make war and destroy destroy these nations in his anger. It says the noise, and it's the point. Here's the missiles. It says the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battles. This is talking about Harmageddon, the mountain of troops, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, where the final war on this earth will take place, and where Yahweh Shai and the holy angels will make their Yahweh Shai will make his second coming with his army. It says they come, this is the missiles, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, which is the nuclear missiles, man. The ICBM missiles, which, as you can see in these different images, it shows you in the background what on this planet can bring this type of destruction and great fire and smoke on the whole earth, man, and bring tsunamis like it looks like on the left side of the screen as this creature is taking a selfie, man. The nuclear missiles can do these things, man. You see? And then those are the weapons of the Most High's indignation, or these ICBM missiles, those arrows that will be shot from one end of the earth into the other end of the earth, man. See, it says what? Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What land? Babylon, America, man. Through these nuclear missiles, man. And they're showing you a glimpse of that this AI depicted, the last selfie on the earth. Is what the place being destroyed with fire. It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty, because that, even though that AI is not telling you, well, this destruction is going to come from God, we know that it's going to come as a destruction from the Almighty, because it's ultimately the judgment of the Lord. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Look at this guy. This other devil, don't he look like he's faint and that he's about to melt, man? Don't he look terrified and destroyed, man? This guy is looking like he's that he's happy that this place is about to be destroyed. He looks like he's begging for death, and you can see the terror and the dread on that guy's face, man. All his hands is faint and his heart is melting. It says, and they shall be afraid, and he looks afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as women that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Because when these nukes are, being shot off and being fired, and people are hearing the warnings of incoming nuclear destruction, man, that's the sentiment they're going to be in. It's going to be like pain as a woman that's in labor. And they're all going to be amazed, and their faces are going to gather, and their faces shall be as flames, because the nukes are going to come and disintegrate them. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right. And that's exactly what the Lord is going to do. He's going to destroy the sinners out of this place. And one of the way that 2/3 of our people and a lot of these wicked people on this earth are going to be destroyed is through these nuclear missiles, man. It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. Why is that? Because all the smoke and the fire is going to block out the sun, man. It's going to block out the moon. As you can see, you can't see the sun and the moon. All you see is smoke, man, and fire. And it's going to block out the stars of heaven and the constellations and the moons, man. It says, thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cast her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, which are the Edomites, man. And as you can see in these pictures, man, it's showing you Edomites, so-called white people, taking their last selfies as they watch the last few seconds of their kingdom be burnt to a crisp, man. And tsunamis and it looks like, before that even happened, that they was catching all type of hell. Look at this guy. He's all mutated and deformed, and we know why he's probably like that. It's probably some of those things that he was taking in. Some of the some of those things that caused these lockdowns getting within them, probably changed their DNA. They probably caught all type of diseases and, end up turning them into fucking mutated beast creatures, man. Lord knows, All right, let me get this last precept, and I'm a roll because I don't want to make this too long, but I just thought it was a very interesting article, man. And seeing from it. This is Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, which is the elect being beamed up into the chariots, man. All right. Because, this, all the sins of this place are going to be brought down upon this place, man. And part of the plagues are these missiles dropping. And guess what? The elect are going to be delivered out from it and taken up into what the white man calls UFOs, which are the chariots. That's the only way you're going to escape the great judgment and the fire and the flame of the weapons of the Lord's indignation, as was portrayed in that article, man, is to go up into the chariots. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities, you see? And that's why the fierce great anger of the Lord is going to be upon this whole land known as America, and in different parts around the earth. But the main judgment is going to be here on America. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And this is the sentiment of the Edomites, the so-called white man. Especially here in America, it really feels like it's never going to fall. It has the best military. It's always, it's never going to fall. It's going to reign forever. It's going to continue forever and, and never be taken down or judged, which is a damn lie. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. You see? And that's what's going to, that's the judgment that's coming to this land, Babylon, America, man. But before the fire comes, you're going to have great death, mourning. All right. You see how that guy was mutated and all deformed, man. That's going to be part of the mourning. You see all this monkeypox and all these different diseases and all, the up and coming famines. All these things are all prescribed to happen on this earth in these last days. You see, and it's going to come in one day, man. Death and mourning and famine. And then what? And at the end of it is going to be, she shall be utterly burnt with fire. That's talking about America. Utterly means entirely. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, which is America. Which those that AI depicted them taking the last selfie on the earth, which I perceive through the spirit is the last days of America before this prophecy comes to pass, man. And all the nations of the earth are going to look afar off and watch America be hit with these nuclear missiles, man, because a lot of these nations are going to be the one that's going to shoot these missiles on the whore and burn her with fire, man. And they're going to have it's going to be televised and seen. Those selfies like that AI depicted are going to be sent. And people are going to see it, and they're going to bewail her because they're no longer going to be able to get rich off of this slut, this whore known as America, man. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. You see? So these nations are going to witness America being burnt utterly with fire in the judgment of this great whore known as America, which is Babylon the Great. And this AI, they asked a question of what the last selfie on Earth would look like, and they predicted a pretty accurate depiction of it, man. Because it all links up with biblical prophecy and the few scriptures that I brought out to show you that this great judgment of the Lord is coming upon this land known as America with great fire and great judgment, man. And the sinners of it are going to be destroyed out of it, because for this person, these two individuals to be in the situation that they're in, they're sinners, man. They don't have the protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And that's, and it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, man. And this is exactly how Babylon the Great is going out, man. So, I just wanted to do a just quick lesson on this. I sent the article out to brothers in a group chat, so I'm sure other brothers will probably do lessons on it, but I just wanted to just do a quick one on it and, speak on it, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Until the next one, Shalom.